Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We will continue with our course Investment and Portfolio Management, and course code is MGT531. Today's lecture is lecture number 18, and the reference book is the same as we have been doing in the last lecture, that was by Christina, conducted in 2010, about investment analysis and portfolio management. Today's lecture is lecture number 18, and we will first of all we will do the summary of the last lecture. In last lecture we did the monetary policy and different instruments of the monetary policy that were likely to impact the economy. We did the stock analysis, and we did the industrial analysis, and discussed different questions and problems with respect to performance of the industry, that how these problems can arise, and how the industry can manage those problems and can deal with them in order to have efficient output, in order to have efficient outcome. First off, then I will give the contents of today's lecture. The contents of today's lecture are industrial analysis. We will continue our discussion with the industry's analysis, about the performance of industry's analysis, and we will continue to discuss different questions and problems with reference to the performance of the industry, that how these problems, if there are, can be solved and can be worked out in order to have maximum benefit of the industry. And definitely we know, and we have been discussing in last lectures, that if the economic performance of the economy and the country is good, and if the country is doing well as far as the economic production is concerned, and if industrial sector they are doing good and they are working efficiently, so we can say that we will have good environment and prosperous environment, and the prices and the returns of stock and assets of financial markets and securities of financial markets, they can show a good and prosperous trend. So therefore we can say that there is positive link, and there is very much important and significant positive relationship between the performance of the economic factors in the production, and as well as the performance of different stocks and different securities and items which are working and functioning in the financial market. And on the course of the discussion we will be able to develop our industrial analysis. We will continue the discussion with our problems of which can be confronted with the industrial sector. We can say the question is that what is the stage of industrial development cycle, and it is introductory growth, it is at growth level, maturity and decline, that how the the performance of the industry can affect its development cycle. What happens if the industry is at initial stage of the production, if it is growing, if it has become mature, or if it is not, it is declining. We can say we have 4 different stages of the industry. First stage is that it is at introductory stage or initial stage. And what is that initial stage? It is we can say that when any producer install a plant, when the producer has just started the production, and we can say that this is the start of the production process. So what happens that he or she has to manage the whole production. He or she has to manage the whole plant. For example, he will have to have fixed inputs. He will install fixed inputs. He will install variable inputs. He will have to manage with the cost of these inputs, and he will have to manage the time. Time is also important in this respect. Time input, or we can say that the level of the production के production का level क्या है, और the units of the input they will produce how much, and they will require how much time. So therefore at the end we can have the total production of the plant, whether he calculate it on hourly basis, or the firm industry calculate it on daily basis, or weekly basis, or monthly basis. Depends upon the management, and depends upon the policy of the industry itself. So, the industry is definitely concerned with the total production and the total cost of production. So this is the units of output produced. And secondly, we have the units of the cost in terms of cost. These two are very important. Out of the production, firm can have the revenue, can generate revenue. Out of the cost, he will have to pay the price or cost, and at the end firm is going to have, industry is going to have the profit, and profit level definitely will attract the industry to continue the production. So we can say the continuation of the production depends upon the profit level. Continuing the firm will, the industry will continue the production if it is profitable, and this will be important part of the cycle of the production or development cycle of the industry. We can say it is the important points, and then we can say when it is, for example, after having the profit, the industry starts to install second plant, एंड इंडस्ट्री जो है वो सेकंड प्लांट लगा देती है, तो वी कैन से दैट इट इज़ डेफिनेटली इंडस्ट्री हैज़ फाउंड बेनिफिशियल in order to continue the production, and second plant and installation of second plant indicate the growth of the industry, and it can show that industry is having the good and prosperous time with the market, and then we can say after some time it becomes mature. For example, we can say that the industry becomes mature after 2 years, after 3 years, or the 4 years maturity level of the industry occurs. And what is that maturity level? That the industry has full experience and full knowledge of the production and full knowledge of the purchase of the inputs, about the sale. So we can say buying of the inputs and sale of the output, and production process, and what is the negotiation as far as the input price is concerned. So it has a full knowledge. And also we can say that the output of the industry now it becomes the part of the market. Now people have started consuming the production of and the supply of the industry, and the impact of the quality of the product is now coming up, and people are giving their feedback about the quality of the production of the particular industry, and industry can improve the quality. In the light of that, industry can further manage and can improve its management as far as the further production is concerned. For example, we can say that can further play its role, and can hire efficient workers and efficient managers in order to have minimum cost of the production. So we can say what else the industry needed here is that it hire more efficient managers and efficient staff, and want to minimize the cost of production with the maximum benefit. When tries to minimize the cost by negotiating the prices of inputs, and what we can say that industry can have the more and more benefit at the end. And when it is able to have maximum benefit, when the product comes in the market, when feedback can be known from the consumers and buyers of the product of the industry can have further knowledge about the production, and we can say that it can prosper. And the curve for that for the growth of the industry can be like this. This is the U-shaped curve. It is of the flat type. It is known as LAC curve. LAC curve is basically long run average cost curve, and it tells us that what is the minimum cost, what is the on average cost at which industry can produce and industry is likely to produce. And we can say that here we have one type of plant. This is the short run average cost curve, and mainly the industry has a number of the plants, and if we look at the basic type of the plants, we can say it has 3 plants. One is the SAC1, second is SAC2, third is the long upward portion of the long run average cost curve. It is SAC3. So we can say that these 3 types of the curves can indicate the performance, can indicate the extension of the industry as far as the production is concerned. So I can repeat my words that long run average cost curve basically indicate that in the long run, for the long term period, what is the average cost along which the firm can, and what is the average cost at which firm can produce. And we can say that this long run average cost basically is comprised of 3 small plants, and it is comprised of 3 short run average cost curves. And first curve is known as SAC1. This is basically the average cost curve, which indicates that on average what is the cost of the industry to undertake the production in the short period. And the SAC1, it produces at the minimum point of the SAC1. The minimum point tells us that it is basically incurring a minimum cost of production and will be attracted by that minimum cost of production. And when firm finds that it is incurring minimum cost and is having positive benefit out of its production and the sale of the production, firm will decide to install another short run plant. Or what short run plant indicates कि plant is may comprise of 6 months, it may comprise of 1 year. यानी कि वो 6 महीने की प्रोडक्शन अपनी इसने स्टार्ट कर दी है और फर्म हैज़ डिसाइडेड कि 6 महीने का जो आउटपुट है वो मार्केट में आ जाएगा और उसी की कैलकुलेशन रेवेन्यूज़ और कॉस्ट की इंडस्ट्री जो है वो उसकी करेगी और विल कैलकुलेट द बेनिफिट. लेकिन जब फर्स्ट 6 मंथ या 1 ईयर जिसको हमने SAC1 से इंडिकेट किया है और फर्म व्हेन फाइंड्स इट प्रॉफिटेबल firm finds its production profitable and finds that it is having higher revenue than it is incurring in terms of the cost, so firm will decide to extend the plant for 1 more year. या 6 months की बात है, अगर उसने अपनी शॉर्ट पीरियड को 6 महीने से डिवाइड किया तो 6 महीने, अदरवाइज 1 year. So firm will decide to install or extend the plant for next short period. अब अगले शॉर्ट पीरियड के लिए अगेन वी कैन अज्यूम दैट फर्म विल प्रोड्यूस एट द मिनिमम कास्ट ऑफ शॉर्ट एंड एवरेज कॉस्ट कर्व. वो मिनिमम पॉइंट के ऊपर जो है वो प्रोड्यूस करेगा, मिनिमम पॉइंट ऑफ द शॉर्ट पीरियड, और दिस इज दिस पॉइंट. फर्स्ट पॉइंट को हम E1 से इंडिकेट करते हैं, सेकंड पॉइंट को हम E2 से इंडिकेट करते हैं. दिस इज अनदर मिनिमम पॉइंट अलॉन्ग विच द फर्म कैन और द इंडस्ट्री कैन प्रोड्यूस, एंड ये मिनिमम इंडिकेट करता है कि दिस इज द प्रेफरेबल पॉइंट to undertake the production by the industrial producer. and फिर नेक्स्ट टाइम पीरियड के लिए फर्म जो है वो अपना रेवेन्यूज को कैलकुलेट करती है. when the product comes in the market and is sold in the market, firm has the revenue in return, so firm can calculate the total revenues for this extended period investment and can calculate the cost also and can have the difference of the revenues and cost in terms of the profit. When firm finds that it is having the profit out of this, so definitely firm will decide to extend for 1 year more or 6 months more. तो जब वो और जो है वो एक और साल के लिए जब वो या 6 महीने more ही extend its production, तो again try to produce at the minimum cost of long run average cost curve. We have third short run plant जिसको हमने SA3 से इंडिकेट किया है और पॉइंट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन को E3 से इंडिकेट कर रहे हैं कि E3 इंडिकेट दी मिनिमम पॉइंट ऑफ शॉर्ट रन एवरेज कॉस्ट, कि ये मिनिमम शॉर्ट रन एवरेज कॉस्ट है जिसके अलॉन्ग फर्म विल इंडस्ट्री विल डिसाइड टू प्रोड्यूस. अब इन सब को अगर हम ज्वाइन करें तो वी कैन से अगर SAC1 इंडिकेट्स फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, SAC2 इंडिकेट्स सेकंड ईयर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री, SAC3 इंडिकेट्स थर्ड ईयर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री. तो वी कैन से बाय ज्वाइनिंग दी 3 पॉइंट्स जिनको हमने E1, E2 और E3 कहा, तो वी कैन से वी हैव द लॉन्ग रन एवरेज कॉस्ट कर्व. तो इसके लिए वी फाइंड लॉन्ग रन एवरेज कॉस्ट कर्व. वी कैन से दिस इज द कॉस्ट ऑन एवरेज फर्म incur from pay in order to undertake the production for long time period, and this indicates the decision of the industry in as far as the long time period production is concerned. Here we found that why the industry has extended and planned to extend it and decided to extend its plant. The reason was because the industry was finding its investment profitable. That is why it extended its investment. And the fourth is that how we can define along this curve, long run average cost curve, we can define 4 stages of the industrial development. First was introductory, that can be indicated by SAC1, and second was SAC2. If I draw the curve again, we find that the long run average cost curve can be derived in a very smooth way. This is the long run average cost curve. It indicates basically the four stages of the development of the industry. SAC1 is the first short period plant, which basically indicates the investment of the industry, or industry is producing at minimum point of this. For example, this is indicated by E1, and this is the introductory stage. The first installation of the first plant indicates introductory stage of the development process of the industry. And if then we can see the industry has installed another plant for the and extended the plant for the next 1 year, and indicated by SAC2, and industry will produce at minimum point, which is indicated by E2. This second plant can indicate the growth of the industry. This tells us that the industry is growing, or it is growing because the experience of the industrial producer was very good, and he was happy because he had the revenues were greater than the cost of production. That is why the producer started to and decided to extend the production and extend the plant. Third is the known as the maturity. For example, we can indicate it by SAC3, or we can say that this is the minimum point indicated by small e3. This is the level, and at E3 is the small is another equilibrium point, which is showing that firm has and industry has extended its production. And here we can see that it is the first level of production of the output, जिसको हमने x1 से let's say indicate किया, हमने इसको x2 से indicate किया, x3 से indicate किया. We can say that total production is equal to x1 प्लस x2 एंड प्लस x3. ये तीन हैं जो कि उसकी टोटल प्रोडक्शन को इंडिकेट कर रहे हैं. और डेफिनेटली जो टोटल कॉस्ट होगी उसकी, वो भी अब टोटल प्लांट की कॉस्ट है after the 3 years. For example, SAC1 indicate first year of production, SAC2 indicate second year of production, and SAC3 indicate third year of production. So this is the cost C1 for the first plant SAC1, or SA cost in the second plant SAC2 plus cost of the third plant SAC3. तो तीनों cost को मिला के total cost of production बनती है. So when we find that total production is greater than the total cost, it is prosperous situation and for the producer, and producer find himself happy by increasing and extending his scale of production, and by producing more and more level of output. And if we, this is the long run average cost curve, as we discussed earlier. By joining the minimum points of all short period production, we can have long period production. This long run average cost curve indicates that from in the long run, if we have a long time period, so industry will produce along the minimum point of the long run average cost curve. This curve is like this, and we can say that firm will like to produce at this point. This is indicated by the point E. This is the point at which industry will like to produce maximum output, and can be indicated by X star, जिसको हम optimal production कहेंगे. और optimal production is the production which basically indicates that the industry is producing at higher level of plant, and higher production is undertaken, and which give maximum output with the minimum cost. So this gives maximum output and minimum cost of production, and the industry will be happy. This is the situation which indicates that the industry is producing with profit, with higher revenue, and that is why industry decides to continue the production. The fourth stage is known as the decline. Whether the firm declines or not, industry जो है वो decline करती है कि नहीं, not. The industry will definitely decline if the total revenues are less than total cost. Total revenues from the production are less than total cost of production. So we can say that the industry will decline and will shut down and will close its production, and revenues minus total cost is equal to the profit. And if revenues and cost are equal, we have balanced profit. There is no profit, no loss situation. और अगर जो है revenue is greater than cost of production, so we have higher profit level. Or third situation is when the cost is greater than revenue, we have loss. And this is the loss situation for the firm. जब loss situation होती है किसी firm के लिए या किसी industry के लिए, definitely industry will decline and will not be able to bear its cost, will not be able to pay for the prices of the inputs, and will not be able to pay the utility bills, and definitely firm will decline and will close down. And the industrial units will, when industrial units will decline, that are known as firms. So it is quite possible, when having the loss from the production of the firms, the industry can decide to close its all plants and can shut down. So this was the impact. Okay, what happens to the through the development process of the industry, what happens to the end of the industry. So whether the industry has developed through the progress or shut down on the course of production, it depends upon the situation, it depends upon the technical skills of the inputs, it depends upon the technical skills of the managers. So skillful management as well as skillful workers, they are very much important in order to have the to improve we can say improve the efficiency of the plant, efficiency of the production, and overall that of the industry. And this can basically, this situation affect that whether the industry will continue to produce or will stop to produce. कि इंडस्ट्री जो है वो प्रोडक्शन को कंटिन्यू रखती है या इसको स्टॉप कर देती है. इट इज़ वेरी मच इम्पॉर्टेंट. दिस इज बेसिकली द डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर, एंड दिस सिचुएशन टेल्स अस दैट इंडस्ट्री विल डिक्लाइन रादर देन कंटिन्यूइंग द प्रोडक्शन. We have continuing with the discussion, we can say that what happens here. If we continue the discussion, the other way for development of industrial analysis by focusing it on 4 areas, so we can say how the industry develop, what are the features through which it can develop, it can progress. Definitely if the industrial unit progress, if one industry progress, it is one important thing. If one industry progress in the economy, and then we can say that if all industries progress in the economy, so definitely we have the progress overall. We will have the economic production being at higher level as far as the total production is concerned. So we can say development of the industry is very much important for the progress of all units of the industry, or it depends upon the 4 important factors. First factor is known as demand. Demand is too much important, or it is a sort of the force which help and which push the industry to the progress and to the peak production level. And demand could this sector industry be described as growing, mature, or cyclical? What is the answer of this question? What the demand tells us? It tells us basically that demand for the product of any particular industry, because we know that if we talk about, if we have progress in one industrial unit which is known as firm, so we have it is and if all the industrial units are all firms in the industry progress, so we can say that we have the overall progress in the industry. And if all the industries progress, so we have we can observe, we can see that the industrial sector is progressing on the whole. And if industrial sector is progressing, so we can say that it give a much boost and big boost to the economy and economic production of the country on the whole. So we can say that the demand is one aspect, it is one indicator basically which can indicate that whether the industry is progressing or not. Demand for the product is very much important indicator, and which represent the functioning and good functioning of the industry. For example, if demand of the product of the industry increases, so production will increase. इसको हम supply कहते हैं, we have been discussing as supply. Production of that industry will increase. जब उसकी production increase करती है, तो definitely income of the industry will increase. Income of 4 factors जो है वो इंक्रीज करती है. 4 फैक्टर्स की इनकम जो है वो इंक्रीज करेगी. इनकम ऑफ द मैनेजर विल इंक्रीज, इनकम ऑफ द लेबर वर्किंग ओवर देयर विल इंक्रीज, इनकम ऑफ द अदर कैपिटल इनपुट्स विल इंक्रीज, एंड अदर रिलेटेड इनपुट्स विल इंक्रीज. तो वी कैन से एंड दैट ऑफ द लैंड विल इंक्रीज. So when we distribute the production among 4 factors of production, so consumption, demand for consumption will increase, demand for consumption goods will increase. So when that demand for consumption goods will increase, so that will provide the incentive to the producer to produce more. Because when the goods is produced by the producers, they are demanded in the market, they are consumed in the market. So we can say that the process of production continue and we will have a circular flow of production. For example, प्रोडक्शन जो है ये बढ़ती है, जब ये बढ़ती है तो इनकम बढ़ती है, फैक्टर्स बढ़ती है, इनकम फैक्टर्स इंक्रीजेस, जब इनकम फैक्टर्स इंक्रीज करती है तो कंजम्पशन जो है ऑफ गुड्स इंक्रीज करती है। कंजम्पशन का मतलब कि इंक्रीज करने का मतलब है कि डिमांड बढ़ रही है, डिमांड के बढ़ने का मतलब ये है कि प्राइसेस जो है वो बढ़ जाएंगी, और प्राइसेस व्हेन बढ़ती है व्हेन इंक्रीजेस तो वी कैन से कि प्रोडक्शन और आउटपुट विल इंक्रीज अगेन, एंड दिस सर्कुलर फ्लो ऑफ इनकम स्टार्ट्स कंटिन्यू। वी मूव from one sector to the other sector, we move from toward the third sector, and this flow of the production and systematic and continuous production continues, and that of the income, circular flow of income also continues, and we can improve the standards of living as a result, because the physical production and physical real production, it determines the standards of living. So when we have physical production at higher level in our economy, so we can say that we are improving and we are on the course of improving the standards of living of our people, and will be among the developed countries after some time period. We can say that demand is too much important. It indicates if demand of the product of any industry increases, it indicates whether the industry is growing, it becomes mature, or it is at when a cycle of this production continues. Cyclical situation indicate that cycle of the production will continue, and after having a maximum benefit out of the production, the producer will continue production, will extend the scale of plant, will install and invest new plants, and will introduce new innovative products and innovative goods and substitutes, and we will have prosperity in the country. When we have prosperity in the country, all sectors of the economy, definitely from as far as the top down approach of the forecasting is concerned, as we discussed in the previous classes, we can say that there will be prosperity in the financial market, there will be prosperity in all other sectors of the economy, and as a result we will be able to improve and maintain the standards of living of our people. The next is that how the sector and industry influenced by changes in GDP or interest rate. How performance of the industrial sector is influenced by the changes in the GDP and by the changes in the interest rate. We have been discussing this concept, that how the GDP can fluctuations or improvement in GDP can affect the performance of the industrial sector, and how the rate of interest can affect the industrial sector. Continuing with our discussion, we can say that we have the two important features. One is GDP, and the other one is rate of interest, which can have good impact on the production of the industry. For example, GDP growth, we have discussed it lot, that if there are changes, this is the sign for the changes, that if there are changes in the GDP, it will affect the performance of the all sectors of the economy. Higher productivity means that we are likely to have the prosperity in all sectors of the economy, as we have been discussing continuously, and it will bring the prosperity. And second important concept is that of the rate of interest. How the rate of interest is likely to affect the production sector, is likely to affect, if changes, how it affect the production of the industrial sector. Production of industrial sector will be affected in two ways. For example, if rate of interest increases, we can say that increase in rate of interest means that the borrowing now becomes expensive. तो जब borrowing expensive हो जाती है तो we will be less likely to borrow the money from the for investment. इसकी वजह से investment जो होती है वो कम हो जाती है. And we can say this is the one important sector, because now the investment is expensive. We can draw a curve. For example, we can say along vertical axis we have rate of interest, which is indicated by R. Along horizontal axis we have level of investment. When interest rate increases, so there is negative relationship between the investment and the rate of interest. जब interest rate ज़्यादा होता है, इन्वेस्टमेंट लेवल कम है. जब इंटरेस्ट रेट कम होता जाता है, इन्वेस्टमेंट जो है वो बढ़ती जाती है. फॉर एग्जांपल, हमारा इंटरेस्ट रेट जो है वो 10% है, इन्वेस्टमेंट हमारी जो है वो है 15 के ऊपर. 15% पे इंटरेस्ट रेट हमारा कम होके 7% पे आ गया, इन्वेस्टमेंट हमारी बढ़ के 25% पे चली गई है. तो दिस इज द नेगेटिव रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन दीज टू factors. So we can say that how the rate of interest, how the fluctuations in the rate of interest are affecting the industrial sector. तो जब इन्वेस्टमेंट हमारी कम होगी तो we can say that production in the industry जो है वो भी कम हो जाती है, इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर की प्रोडक्शन कम हो जाती है. जब प्रोडक्शन कम होती है तो डेफिनेटली इट इज not good sign. It indicates the negative aspect of the performance of the industry. So it is not good sign. So we can say that when the funds and resources are available at cheaper rates to invest, so we have the higher level of investment in the industrial sector, and industrial sector will be able to produce more and will definitely become an important part of the progress of the industrial production progress of the country, and the physical production level will increase. First thing. And second thing हमारा concept है कि when the rate of interest जो है वो कम हो जाता है, when borrowing is cheaper, तो we can borrow more. So when investors and when producers they can borrow more, they can invest more. Investment जो है वो बढ़ जाती है. जैसे it is apparent from, for example, the point B point के ऊपर we have the 7% rate of interest, we have 25% rate of investment. इसका मतलब definitely ये है कि higher production is taking place in the economy. और जब हमारा rate of interest जो है वो 10% था तो हमारी जो investment है वो 15% है. It shows low level of output जो है Y जो है वो हमारी economy में low है. It definitely tells us that it will reduce the level of the output. One thing as far as the industrial production is concerned. लेकिन another aspect is कि जब rate of interest हमारा बढ़ता है तो rather than people investing in physical terms, rather in investing in physical terms, they do not invest in physical terms, but they increase the investment in financial assets. They buy financial assets जिनके ऊपर they can get the rate of interest. For example, they open saving accounts, or they purchase saving certificates, or they purchase those securities on which they are likely to have more rate of return. वो जो bonds को purchase कर लेंगे on which they are likely to earn more returns. और rate of interest जब कम होता है तो ये सारी financial investment जो होती है वो कम हो जाती है और physical investment जो है वो बढ़ जाती है. We can say financial investment decline when rate of interest falls, और जब rate of interest जो है वो कम होता है तो real investment जो है वो बढ़ जाती है, तो real investment जो है वो ज़्यादा हो जाती है. So this was the point concerned. So how we can, from this we can observe that how the fluctuations in rate of interest they are likely to affect the production of the industrial sector, and how they are likely to affect the performance of the industrial sector. However, one other interesting aspect is कि when rate of interest increases तो इन्वेस्टमेंट जो है वो कम हो जाती है. एज वी डिस्कस्ड अर्लियर कि फिजिकल इन्वेस्टमेंट, रियल इन्वेस्टमेंट जिसको हम कहते हैं कि रियल इन्वेस्टमेंट कम हो जाती है, नॉट फाइनेंशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट. और फाइनेंशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट जो है वो बढ़ जाती है. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस वी कैन से दैट फाइनेंशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट इंक्रीजेज. फाइनेंशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट का मतलब ये है, वी हैव बीन डिस्कसिंग मैनी टाइम परचेज ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल सर्टिफिकेट्स, opening the saving accounts, purchase of saving certificates, and purchasing the bonds, stocks and securities, and those items on which we can earn the rate of interest. एक बात, दूसरी बात ये है कि हमारा सेविंग जो है वो बढ़ जाता है, सेविंग लेवल जो है वो इंक्रीज कर जाता है. और सेविंग जो है it becomes real investment after some time. It leads to real investment after some time. कुछ टाइम के बाद ये real investment जो है वो बनती है. और when the required amount of money is saved, तो it becomes real, और it becomes the lending to the investors. तो जो savers होते हैं या जो household sector है, it lend money to the प्राइवेट सेक्टर या इन्वेस्टर्स को लेंड कर देता है. और जो फिजिकल इन्वेस्टर, रियल टर्म्स और फिजिकल इन्वेस्टर हैं, दोज हु प्रोड्यूस गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज, उनको लेंड कर देता है. और फंड्स आर अवेलेबल टू अस, फंड्स आर अवेलेबल टू द प्रोड्यूसर टू अंडरटेक इन्वेस्टमेंट. तो इन दिस रिस्पेक्ट वी कैन से that this is the important aspect of the investment, this is the important aspect of the changes in the rate of interest. Even if rate of interest high, so it has another way it has positive impact on the physical production through the chain of increase in saving rate, क्योंकि इसकी वजह से saving rate जो है वो बढ़ जाता है. People and household sector, they are likely to save more money. वो अपने saving account खुलाते हैं, उनके अंदर पैसा रखते हैं, the rate of interest on that, और after the completion of the time period कि उन्होंने 6 महीने के लिए रखा है या 1 year के लिए रखा है, these funds, these saving amount will be available to the investors. Yeah, when they keep in the financial institutions with their saving account, the financial institutions, they lend money to the investors. When more money will be available for the investment, तो rate of interest जो है वो again कम हो जाता है, और investors they will borrow from the financial institutions and they will invest again. So we can say two type of impact the fluctuations in rate of interest. They can exert on the physical production, on the real production which can take place in the industrial sector, and this way we can say fluctuations in the rate of interest, they can impact, they can influence the environment and production situation in the industrial sector, and consequently can affect the economic environment in the country in respective ways, in their respective ways. Continuing with the discussion, we can say if the industry is cyclical, what is the key driver of demand and profit, business and capital expenditure or consumption cycle? So this is a very much important question, that if the demand increases, and if we say demand for the goods and services is and in other words we can say the demand of the production of the industry is a particular driver to maintain the level of production in the industry, or is the driver to keep up the production of the industry. One hand, on the other hand, the profit is the driver of the to continue the production, because if the producer has the profit, they will continue with their production, they will increase and expand their plant of production, and the industry will grow and will become mature and the progress at the end. So whether it is the consumption cycle or capital spending cycle which is important, whether the businessman they can through the capital expenditure they can get more profit, or they can make the industrial production cyclical, or through the consumption cycle. We have 2 points. First, हमने कहा कि demand is important for the production to take place. Secondly, we can say profit is important, क्योंकि जब demand बढ़ती है, जब ये increase होती है, it leads to the profit. इसकी वजह से प्रॉफिट जो है वो इंक्रीज होता है. जब ये चीज़ें बढ़ती हैं तो प्रोडक्शन जो होती है बढ़ती है, और इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोड्यूसर विल टेक द इंटरेस्ट टू इंक्रीज द प्रोडक्शन, और प्रोडक्शन की वजह से ये साइकिल जो है पूरा जारी रहता है. नाउ क्वेश्चन इज वेदर the production increases or the industry cycle will continue if the producer invest on the capital. Investment on capital को वो परचेज करता है तो ये साइकिल कंटिन्यू रहता है, या कंजम्पशन एक्सपेंडिचर जो है वो उस साइकिल की वजह से इन्वेस्टमेंट जो है वो बढ़ती है. Whether capital investment on capital is important, or capital expenditure is important, or the consumption expenditure is important. Capital expenditure का मतलब ये है कि इंडस्ट्री जो है वो buy more capital, buy more machines, वो मोर कैपिटल परचेज करता है, मोर मशीन्स परचेज करता है, और उसके थ्रू इंडस्ट्री अपनी प्रोडक्शन जो है वो